So I deleted a video on my channel that had over 250,000 views. And just like that, poof, it was gone. And the crazy thing is, this was actually the best performing video on my channel. Now you might be saying to yourself,
Morgan, you're an idiot. Why on earth would you do that?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about videos that are killing your channel and that you should delete right now, yesterday, right now. So if you wanna know why I deleted the best performing video on my channel, and maybe why you should too, then keep on watching. So let me give you a little context into this video. This video right here, it's called How to Win Instagram Giveaways. It was actually the very first video that I put on my channel when I started this new channel. And the reason that I did this video is because I won a whole bunch of giveaways in the 3-month period. People were always asking me what my tips and tricks were to win. And then on top of that, I noticed that the results for How to Win Instagram Giveaways, they were just really bad. They were like 12-year-old girls who just happened to get lucky and they won a MacBook, but the tips in the video weren't really strategies. It was really, they just got lucky. So doing the keyword research for that video, I knew absolutely I would be able to rank for that term and probably rank very, very high. So that is why I made that video as my very first video. When I first started this channel, I really didn't know what the topics were gonna be, so I was exploring with a lot of different things. I was doing budgeting, I was doing giveaways, I did some YouTube stuff, but eventually I honed in on making videos about online business and how to grow on YouTube. So that brings me to this infamous video. Why on earth would I delete it? So once I released this video, it didn't really do that well initially, but about 6 months in, it really started to take off. And ever since, this video has just been a workhorse on my channel. It would get anywhere from 500 to 1,000 views every 48 hours. So I could always rely on that video to get views for my channel because I knew that it was ranking in the search results. I knew those were highly searched topics. People were constantly searching them. Thousands of people each month were searching it. They'd find my video, they'd click, it's a great video, they'd watch the whole thing, boom, it was magic, until it wasn't. So the problem with this video is it was just bringing in the wrong type of audience. Now I focus on how to grow on YouTube and specifically how to grow an online business and how to grow your business using YouTube. And with this video, it was just bringing in freeloaders. And I'm sorry, that's really what it was. It was people who were just wanting to win free stuff. It wasn't creators, it wasn't small businesses. It was definitely a younger demographic. Now there's nothing wrong with that, but I did find that this audience really wanted free things, specifically iPhones. So they were always searching how to get an iPhone, how to get an iPhone. And my video would come up because there are a lot of giveaways and a lot of scammy giveaways that are giving away iPhones. And so even though I got 4,400 subscribers from this one video alone, these people weren't watching my other videos. So when I would release a new video, they didn't care because it was about YouTube. It wasn't about how to win another free thing. So these subscribers really were kind of dead weight for my channel. And so I didn't want to attract any more of these non-ideal subscribers. And this is what I teach in my course, VidBoss Academy, is when you're coming up with your channel and your channel idea, you really want to have an ideal subscriber avatar, or as I call it, an ISA. An ISA is a persona of a type of person that you would love to subscribe to your channel. So for me and my channel, it's content creators. It's people who want to get better at YouTube. It's small businesses who want to now use YouTube to grow their business. Those are very, very specific types of people. And I'm really focused on only attracting those types. Yes, other people do come, they watch my videos, but as far as what I am actively making videos for, it's those two types of people. So these people fell outside of my ideal subscriber avatar. And I'm not just here to get as many views as I want, as many subscribers as I can get. I really want to target my channel to a specific type of people. Because by me being very specific and my content being very specific to that person, it's going to speak to that person more. It's going to resonate with them more. They're going to like my videos. They're going to love the videos because it's almost as if I'm making them for that one person, for them. And I am. So that's one reason for sure. Now the other reason is I did find that a lot of the people who would watch these videos, they wouldn't necessarily watch all of the tips or they'd want additional help. And so they'd go and they'd message me on Instagram. And specifically, they were asking me if I had an iPhone to give away or if I could help them win a giveaway. And I was like, no, all my tips are right in there. And no, I don't do giveaways. I think that was a misconception with a lot of the people who were finding my videos. They thought that I was just a giveaway queen, that I just was doing tons and tons of giveaways. But no, I was actually teaching you how to win giveaways. I don't do giveaways. Or at least I haven't done a ton and I don't do them on a frequent basis. And another thing that would happen is a lot of these people would tag me on Instagram because a lot of Instagram giveaways, you have to tag a friend. And so I guess people thought I was their friend, which I am your friend. But this was happening multiple times per day that I was like, it's too much. If you know me, I'm happy to have a conversation with you in the DMs and talk about your business and your YouTube channel. But just being tagged every single day on YouTube for some random giveaway, it just was not my thing. So I definitely wanted to avoid that spillover onto my Instagram as well. And so you might still be saying,
yeah, Morgan, but it was was getting a lot of views.
Yeah, I was getting a lot of views, but views are just a vanity metric. Those views in particular did not put money in the bank for me. Specifically with my Google AdSense, that whole video, even though it has over 250,000 views, I've only made about $440 total from that. And you might think, wow, that's a ton of money. But compared to some of my other videos that even have a fraction of that, for example, this budgeting video, that is bad. The RPM and the CPM for that video in particular is just horrible. So yes, I am making a little bit of money, but it wasn't enough money to justify keeping that video up for me. This video right here, it has about 64,000 views, and you can see that it's made nearly $2,000. While AdSense is one of my revenue streams, it's not one that I count on and I really am totally focused on. It is what it is, right? Instead, I'm focused on my digital products, for example, my course, VidBoss Academy. I do one-on-one YouTube consultations, I do YouTube coaching, I have some other digital products that I sell, and so that's really what I'm focused on, and that is my funnel. By finding people who are my ideal subscriber avatar, people who are content creators, small businesses wanting to learn YouTube, they're able to watch my videos, they know, like, and trust me, and then when it comes to other things that I have to offer, they're more willing to purchase those things, and I have found that to be true in my case. Whereas all of these viewers and subscribers that found me from this Instagram giveaway video, yeah, a big fat 0 of those converted to paying customers. And another reason this video was just getting tons and tons of spam. Because it was ranking so well, and because Instagram giveaways honestly can be pretty spammy and pretty scammy, tons of bots were going onto this video and just leaving comment after comment after comment. And even though I rarely check the comments on this video, whenever I did, it was like, ugh, that's gross. No one likes that. No one likes spam. Again, it was just attracting the wrong type of people to my channel. In this case, bots. So on July 1st, I turned this video off. And the reason I wanted to wait until July 1st is because I wanted to have really clean data on the views before I turned it off and after. And I thought July 1st was a perfect date, especially since it was just so close to when I was considering doing this. And actually, bonus tip, if you ever want to sunset a video or you want to turn a video off, TubeBuddy on the Star plan actually has an incredible feature that will allow you to schedule when you want to sunset a video. So for me, as soon as the clock struck 12, I wanted the video to be turned off, but I didn't want to be up doing this on my computer manually. I just scheduled it in TubeBuddy and it took care of everything for me. And of course, if you want to check out TubeBuddy, go to morganstradling.com/TubeBuddy and you can use my code MorgansBuddy for 20% off. This isn't a video about TubeBuddy, but there are so many cool features that TubeBuddy has that I'm actually going to make a video entirely about secret hidden ninja tricks that TubeBuddy has. So be sure to subscribe, so that way you don't miss that one, because that one's coming up soon. So I'll do an updated video in a few months about how this has gone for me, whether I regret it or not. I don't think I will, because I think it's just gonna be so much better for my channel. And again, I don't care about the views. It's never about the views for me. It's more about my ideal subscriber and making videos that resonate and really help them on their YouTube journey. So now let's bring this back to you and your YouTube channel. You might be thinking,
are there videos that I should be turning off on my channel?
I can't give you necessarily a definitive list, yes or no, but I can give you criteria to consider. The very first one is it attracting the right type of viewer? This definitely goes along with what I said. If you have a video that is just bringing a different type of audience than you would like, and you wouldn't necessarily want those people to subscribe, you should consider turning the video off. Another thing to consider is if your channel has pivoted recently. This is totally common, where you start out doing one thing and you make videos on one topic, and then you pivot and you start making videos on a new topic, and those are doing really well. You're really successful, that's what you're known for. Then you may want to consider turning off all of those old videos. You don't want people to find those, you don't want to be known for those, so maybe consider removing those videos. Another criteria whether you should turn a video off or not is if it's kind of affecting you outside of YouTube. For example, for me, people were just going to my Instagram and spamming me all day long with different Instagram giveaways, they were tagging me, and it was just too much. So I was just getting a ton of engagement on other platforms, and it just wasn't the type of engagement that I was interested in. So if that's happening to you and it's bringing, I guess, bad attention, whether to your blog or your social media or anywhere, then maybe you want to consider turning it off. Another criteria is if it's making you money or not. You might have a video that is not in your wheelhouse at all. You've pivoted, your channel's not about that anymore. Maybe it was a one-off video, but if it's making tons and tons of money and you need that money and it's really important to you, then maybe you should consider keeping it, even though it's totally different than your channel now or the type of subscriber that you want. As you can see in my case, the juice just wasn't worth the squeeze. It wasn't bringing in that much money over the past 2 years that it was really okay just letting it go. So the last thing to consider when removing a YouTube video is, do you delete it? Do you make it private, or do you make it unlisted? The first thing that I would say is absolutely do not delete YouTube videos. You never know when your strategy is going to change and when you may want that video back again. Because if you delete the video, you lose all of those views and everything associated with that. So I recommend do not deleting it. One thing to note, when you do make a video private, it's like the video is off your channel for good, but you still have that undo button if you ever want to bring it back. Publicly, you're gonna lose all of those views on your channel. So if you go to your About section or you go to Social Blade, it's going to show that you have 1 million views on your channel. If you make the video private, it's going to subtract those views from your public total view count. So just be aware of that. Now, the other option is to make your video unlisted. Me, in my case, I actually did that because I have a blog post that is doing really well on my blog. It's ranking well on search, and I was okay with people finding that blog post and then finding the video in that blog post and watching it that way. It's a very, very small percentage of people who find me through the blog post, and so I was okay keeping it up for those people only. So now I want you to go and look at your videos and be really critical as to whether these videos are helping your channel or actually hurting your channel. Neutral videos are okay, but if there are videos that are really hurting your channel, you may want to consider getting rid of those. This video for me has been hurting my channel for a long time, and I have been thinking about this for a long time, and I always knew you need to remove it. You need to get rid of this video, but I don't know what I was holding on to. I was a little afraid, but you know what? Those views that I get every day and the little money that I get every day is not gonna matter because now I'm so much happier because I don't have to deal with all the negative ramifications of that video. And yes, that video was pretty awesome. It was ranking #1. It was even ranking #1 for giveaways. Oh yeah, that's how good I was with my SEO research to get my video to rank. So speaking of using SEO to get your videos ranked, and you want to have videos that appear at the very top of the search results time and time again for months and for years at a time, then you're definitely gonna wanna check out my course, the VidBoss Academy. The VidBoss Academy teaches you everything from A to Z on how to start and grow a YouTube channel. And ranking in YouTube search is one of the biggest things that I teach because I believe that using SEO search is the best way to start off a YouTube channel so you can get views as soon as you launch. So if you're interested in checking out VidBoss Academy, I'd love to have you go to morganstradling.com/VidBoss Academy. That's all I have for today, and I'll see you next time. So now we're having, you might be thinking, let's put this over there. So I was getting tons of action. Is that tons of action? So there you have it. That was the video. Did it. No baby crying.